Hello, so today we're going to look at Matt's golf swing here. He's a ex-hockey player. He played at a fairly reasonable level, but he's taken up the game of golf. He's in his early 30s, so let's just show you how he swings it. There's some real positives to being from a hockey background, and there's a couple of negatives that we'll have a look at. So the first thing we're going to look at setup. So you notice that his body alignment is fairly open, like his shoulder alignment is open, his right shoulder is a lot lower than his left. Now, this is not the greatest setup in terms of it sets him up open, and you'll notice in the top image how it looks like he's very much higher with his left shoulder than his right. Now, that comes from the natural gripping of a hockey stick where you have the split grip and your right hand is a lot lower than your left. Now, this is also why, if you have a look at his top grip here, you'll be able to see how it's very strong and fairly separated. Now, that links again very much to a hockey style background, but let's have a look. So, as he takes the club back, Matt's got not too bad a takeaway, but very armsy, and you can see there's a lot of rotation immediately with the club head. Now he gets to the top of the backswing. Things aren't looking too bad here. He's actually on not too bad alignment. He's slightly over swinging. You know, the movements that he's making for the level of golfer that he isn't too bad. But what we then find is, as we come down, you'll just notice this is where the hockey game really comes in. So this isn't too bad position. But if I get you through to the impact position, now, if you have a look at this top image here, you could almost, if you moved his right hand slightly lower and had the stick going up to his elbow, this is very much a slap shot position. And this is the same position as you'll see in the bottom image as it clicks on just a touch more. You'll be able to see that there. Now, this is very good, like the way that he gets through the ball. The problem which we have, because his body really does get through really well, is because of that left arm, and because with a long hockey stick you can't make much movement through, you can't release the same way you do when your hands are together. This just means that he gets a little stuck. So what we have with Matt is he comes over the top. He comes just over the top here. As you'll see, as he comes into the ball, he comes slightly over the top, which means he's basically going to be pulling the ball, or he's going to have a cut shot. And that, again, that very much relates to how hockey players play, because they use their body rather than their hands. The release pattern is slightly different. But nothing that is too hard to fix. You know, we spoke about how he could get better without necessarily changing much of his golf swing. And I said to him that would be, using his body and allowing himself to almost hit that slap shot style golf swing and play with a cut, and we can definitely get around a golf course in lower scores, because the way he has it is he tries to kind of move his hands through, which gives him that kind of two-way miss. But he's definitely on the right path. He's got a lot of power, and I feel like if we can harness it, because he's got that hockey background, we can really make him into a decent golfer and get him scoring decent without too much effort. So yeah, just a little bit of an insight as to what a hockey swing can do to create power in a golf swing, and the benefits and the negatives. So, hope you enjoyed it.